No, we're up. Yeah, same thing.
Hello, movie lovers. My name is Sophie Markham, and welcome to Weekend 2 of the Phoenix Film Festival. I'm coming to you live outside the Harkins at Scottsdale 101. Got some awesome stuff lined up for tonight, some exclusive interviews with some of our Phoenix Film Festival filmmakers, and we'll also be polling some attendees to ask them why they love this event so much and why you should check it out this year or next year. So we'll be getting to that real soon. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Great job.
This traditional story that comes out of Buddhism is saying, what about this cup?
Like, everything will be gone at some point, so you have to enjoy it while it lasts.
I'll believe it.
The principle of this teaching is very simple. It was already broken.
But it wasn't broken until you broke it.
The fact that it was breakable means it was already broken.
World religions, it's already made me think about so many things that I've never thought about before in my life.
Most of my friends, they come from a Christian background. I don't really know anyone from a different religion.
What questions are you asking yourself? What can I help clarify? Because this is the essence of religious studies.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it depends on the person.
I feel like that's just like a cause of racism, and like I feel like
it's like different. It's not. You can't say it's
It was kind of frustrating for me that they didn't really know that much about my religion.
I think if I didn't take this class, the questions about religion and how other people practice it would not enter my mind.
I didn't know that. You never told me.
We need that conversation. It takes courage and it takes a willingness to speak, but also a willingness to listen.
But you like the class? Mm-hmm. I think I want to take his class.
As long as it didn't get weird.
You're coming in for a fight. You're not coming in to discuss.
I'm here to learn what you're teaching. If you're teaching the right stuff, you're teaching
the right stuff, according to you.
I used to think I liked things that just had a right or wrong answer. It's not going to be like that in the future, just a right and a wrong.
We will get back at it on Monday.
Oxygen level low.
Suspicion control.
Somebody there.
Underneath.
It's not what you think.
6 months house arrest pending trial.
Low on oxygen, sir. We need to hurry.
I have to hear her voice.
Dad, bring me home.
Rosie, is that you?
You hear that? Perfect scan.
You deny being a thief? I used to work with the government. Now they've turned against me.
Shuttle calendar room.
Last missions are extremely calculated. They've had to calculate emergency scenarios like this.
You seem to be going in circles, Mr. Newman.
We're doing our best to bring them home safe. For the life of your daughter, take a chance.
A cyber criminal.
I'm an ethical hacker, not a criminal. I don't know if I can trust anyone right now.
I want you to penetrate NASA security.
What? They will track me down. Rose, please don't go.
I'll do anything to save my daughter.
I want my home.
It's a no-go, Rose.
All right, we are back, and I'm here with Kieran, the director of one of our films here at the festival, The Only Way Out is Through. Kieran, can you tell us a little bit about your film?
Yeah, my film follows three guys on a backpacking trip. They go to reconnect, but there's a confrontation on the first night, and they wake up, and the next morning one of them is gone. And it's all about men learning how to be more honest and open and vulnerable with their friends.
Awesome. So do you think you kind of have that message, and then you have the story that brings you to that message? Which one of those things came first? Did you think of guys out on a trip, or did you think of guys connecting with each other?
So my dear friend from middle school and high school, he got in a really bad car accident when we were in our late 20s, and we had suspicions that it might have been a suicide attempt. And I had no idea how to talk to him about that. Spent about a year or so trying and not successfully being able to talk about it. And I wanted to take him into the woods because I had seen men open up in the woods in a way that they don't necessarily at home. So I told a friend of mine, Kyle, I was like, I want to take this friend to the woods. He said, that's a terrible idea to take a potentially suicidal friend to the woods, but it's a great idea for a movie. And that was kind of terrifying for me, but also exciting because I wanted to tell a personal story. And long story short, I told him I would write with him if it would help me figure out how to talk to this friend, and I would never make the movie unless this friend read the script and gave his blessing. So it was a multi-year journey just of me learning these kind of lessons in my own life. And then we made the script of what if I did take him into the woods? What could have happened?
Yeah, that's so wonderful. That actually leads me into, we were chatting before we started rolling about that multi-year process of making this film and just your many-year process with film in general. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with film in general and then this film?
Sure. So my first film I made at my 10th birthday party. It was a sleepover, and me and my friends got my parents' VHS camera, and we just made a short film. I have no idea what inspired us to do that, but it was a great experience. I kept making stuff in middle school and high school. Went to Scottsdale Community College, the Fighting Artichokes, and had a great experience there. Went to the Los Angeles Film School for a year, worked in LA for a while, but found I wasn't having the kind of work-life balance to be able to make my own films while working on other people's projects in LA. So I came back here in 2010 and made a micro-budget feature, some other shorts, but this film alone, it's been 10 years in the making, and it was made by a lot of friends that have come up in the industry here in Phoenix with me, so it was great.
Yeah, that's so great. And so you're an Arizona filmmaker, and you've had a very interesting path to get here. What advice would you give, especially to people from Arizona, because it's kind of, we're in a weird bit of place with the film industry here, who want to get into that?
My advice would be, find your own path. There's no right. You might have a teacher say, oh, you got to go to LA, or you got to go to New York, or you have to stay here. There's no right path. But I think things I wish I knew back when I was first getting started in film is nobody sees the world the way that you do. Nobody does. And use that to your advantage as a filmmaker. People want to see the way you see the world. They want to see your vision. And that's what you have to offer as a filmmaker. So don't try to emulate other people. Don't try to, do what you think an audience might love. Just make something that feels like something you'd want to see, and that will pay dividends. And the other would be just whatever you do for a living. It doesn't even have to be in the industry. Just keep making films, keep telling stories, and just go to festivals and things like this and meet people and build your community.
Yeah, that's so great. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can be in film. Yeah, absolutely. It's so great to hear. And then there's only a couple more opportunities to see your film at the festival, and it sounds like they're selling out quick. But where else can people find you if they just want to see some more of your work?
Yeah, so all three of our screenings here at the festival sold out. The local support has been incredible. If you go to onlywayoutmovie.com, sign up for our email list. We'll definitely have more screenings in the Phoenix area. I think Harkins should do a run of our movies since we've sold out all three of our screenings, so we're lobbying for that. But we'll definitely do some local screenings and try and get it in front of people in a theater the way we would love for you to see it. And if not, you go to our website again, onlywayoutmovie.com, and we'll post there when it's streaming and all that.
Awesome. So you guys heard it. Onlywayoutmovie.com. All right, onlywayoutmovie.com. Harkins. Hey, give the movie a run.
Please.
Thank you so much for chatting with me. Have a great rest of your night.
Shoot me a text. I'll see if we have any Let me know. All right. Nice to meet you. No, he's a filmmaker. Talk to him. Filmmaker? Okay. Tell him all about your movies.
Yes, I was a producer on his movie and then others produced.
And
Okay, welcome back. I'm joined with Chris, yet another Arizona filmmaker who actually, I just heard, produced The Only Way Out Is Through, who we just spoke to the director of. Can you tell us how else you're involved just with film in the Valley and at the Phoenix Film Festival?
Yeah, absolutely. I teach at Scottsdale Community College in the film program there. Great film program. And then also just producing commercials and making independent film here in the Valley and elsewhere in the world.
Awesome. How did you first get involved with film?
I mean, so Kieran Thompson, our director, and our producer, Josh Gonzalez, have really been close friends and mentors of mine for probably 15 years, and I really learned a lot coming up underneath them in the industry and learning how to do things the right way. And when it came time to do this film, I was just always sort of there poking and how can I help? What do you need? What can we do? And so I got them to drag me out onto the mountain with them and make that project.
Awesome, yeah. So then, if you've been involved with film for quite a while, what do you think was the first kind of film that you saw that made you think, like, this is something I'm interested in, this is something I want to be involved with?
Yeah, I always loved movies. My mom got me started watching movies really young. It was a big thing in our household. But I think when I was 13, we got our first DVD player. So, you know, I'm ancient. And but that had like the director's commentaries, the behind the scenes, that sort of thing. And I remember specifically seeing Guillermo del Toro's film, The Devil's Backbone, and hearing his commentary, hearing how they made it. And something clicked for me, oh, people make movies. That was the first time I really realized that that was a job, that was a profession, that was something that people did. And it's been a lifelong dream for me. So that was probably, I was 13, I would say.
Yeah, people make movies. I love that so much. That's really what we're all about here. And speaking of which, have you ever been out to the festival here before?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to be here a couple of times. A project that Kieran and I did together a few years ago that I produced and wrote and he directed, won Best Arizona Short, I believe. But yeah, it's always such an incredible festival. I'd say the best festival in Arizona, one of the best in the Southwest by far. Their selections are always impeccable. As a big horror, sci-fi, fantasy fan, just the fact that there's so much love and attention to those genres is big for me. So yeah, I come every year and really enjoy it.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been here before, and it sounds like we'll see you again in the future. So we're so glad to keep seeing you. Thanks so much for chatting with me. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Like, you don't know where the movie's going to go. It's also just not like something that's like...
He hasn't seen it yet.
It's not blasting in your face in terms of like trailers, you know, and they're not like the scariest movie of all time. It's like, I didn't know. I knew people were going to be out in the wilderness, you know, and it was like... talking.
this is it.
We are finally gonna figure out who made this fucking turquoise buffet.
Hey, what the fuck? Ow, fuck. I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
Fuck you.
You know what, man? Fuck you.
Fuck you. Who the fuck is that?
Fuck's going on?
What the fuck was he into?
Why the fuck are you here? Fuck is up with this buffalo?
The fuck is the right thing?
What the fuck is this?
Fucking
Fucking tuna!
fuck.
Fucking fuck yeah!
Fuck no.
That was a fucking secret.
Fuck this guy. Fuck shit! Fuck! Fucking fuck shit! Hit fucking shit!
Are you okay?
It's going great. Fuck.
Introduce the one, the only, Mr. Moon!
If you would have told me that I'd be in the cheese business, I'd told you you're out of your mind.
I worked for a bank.
I have a PhD in German literature.
Cheese gave me a direction. It gave me a passion.
But people think the cheesemonger is another person behind a deli counter.
Oh, so you sell cheese? That's funny. Like, what's funny about it?
So we made cheesemongering a sport. And when they cut a perfect quarter pound, the audience goes crazy. This year, Team USA will go to compete in the Olympics of Cheese, Mondial du Fromage in France. If you win, you are the world's best cheesemonger.
If you got into this contest and can't taste the difference between a sheep's milk cheese and a goat's milk cheese, my friend, you're never going to get there in time.
There is this rivalry with US and Europe.
They don't think that we have the skills or the talents or even look at cheese the same way that they do.
In other parts of the world, a cheesemonger is a career.
But in the United States, we don't get the respect.
Do you have an opinion on American cheesemongers?
Je les connais pas.
Winning would mean, oh crap, the Americans, they know what they're doing.
So good. This is a big year. This has definitely pushed them farther than they've ever been pushed in their career. And I'm just really nervous.
I think it's a stress right now.
10 seconds to finish. Hurry up, please.
I view it as a redemption. I want to be the one.
The two people who becomes Team USA tomorrow or who can actually win this mother.
Cheese is a passionate food.
Cheese does that to you, doesn't it?
This is one of the most amazing, important moments in their life. How does anyone respond to that pressure?
All right, welcome back. Now I'm joined by Tyler, the director of Buffalo, Buffalo, Turquoise Buffalo, one of our feature films here at the festival. Can you tell us a little bit about what that film's about?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a buddy comedy, a little bit of a comedy noir. A gal wakes up from a one-night stand, and the guy she slept with is gone, and so is her car. And so her and the roommate of the guy she slept with need to go try to figure out what happened to it, and hijinks ensue. Yeah.
Hijinks ensues. And if you've seen the trailer for this film, you know that hijinks ensues. It is very clear from that trailer that there's a very specific, colorful, upbeat vibe to this film. Was that aesthetic something that was in the plan all along, or was it kind of as you made this film, you discovered it and went with it?
Yeah, we were making an indie comedy, all the way through, and we were very much making a movie that was supposed to be in direct contrast to what you would normally see in a theater. So yeah, we were going to be as aggressively indie as possible, and again, if you've seen the trailer is very much in line with that. We wanted to be as aggressively indie as we could be. So hopefully it says you're going to have a good time, you're going to laugh a bunch, and it's going to do things you're not going to see in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, and that really is, I've said this already tonight, but that's one of the things that the festival here is all about, so we love to see it. And I also saw that your film was entirely on site in New Mexico. Can you tell us a little bit about how you ended up in that spot specifically?
Yeah, so Albuquerque and New Mexico in general are really awesome. It was kind of a film frontier, you know. I'd been living in Los Angeles for a long time and making movies there, and really wanted a different kind of scene. And New Mexico is an incredible place to live and it's an incredible place to work. Has so many good locations and so many great actors who are being underutilized. And so, had moved out for like a film frontier and then decided to really make independent films out there. It's a great place to make indie movies.
Yeah, awesome. And that actually leads me into, do you have any advice or things to say for people that are trying to pursue film who maybe don't live in one of those hubs like LA?
Yeah, get out your front door with a camera and go shoot a movie. If you're not shooting a movie, you're not a filmmaker. If you are shooting a movie, you're a filmmaker. It doesn't matter if it costs $5 or $5 million. If you're making movies, you are a filmmaker, and you can play in places like this and, feel really fortunate for like places like the Phoenix Film Festival that really care a lot about specifically like real independent films, not $8 million movies with A-list celebrities that call themselves indies, but movies by filmmakers who are trying to make movies for audiences to come see, local films, location films, and edgy films.
Yeah, if you make films, you are a filmmaker. That is, I'm sure, so great for so many people to hear. And then your film, Buffalo, Buffalo, Turquoise Buffalo, do you know if you have any more screenings at the festival or just where else can people find your work?
Yeah, we're screening tomorrow at 6:30 and we're screening Sunday at 11:30. And it's a good time. It's a comedy. It's fun. It's feel good. So for this festival, that's where we're at. And then our next stop, I don't know, if you're a festival programmer, hit us up and screen our movie. It's a fun time.
Yeah. Hey, first we had a cry to Harkins, now we have a cry to festival, to festivals everywhere. Play these movies, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for chatting with me, Tyler. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks so much.
The three words that best describe me are, I'm blissfully boring. When I was little, I was extremely jealous of my older siblings, where they spent their childhoods reacting instead of dreaming. All I could do was dream of something to react to. Hello? What's, That something showed up this summer.
My brother totaled his truck.
Are you high?
Hi, Mom. What?
Apparently this is a popular season for falling off the wagon.
What does that mean for your trip?
That's why I'm calling.
Take care of my baby.
Morgan or Josh?
Morgan is my baby. Josh just likes to act like it sometimes.
Bye.
We need to come up with a system for who's watching Josh when.
A system, really?
Well, do you guys use Google Docs?
Oh my God, which one is the 17-year-old?
Yep, this one.
You're so exhausting.
Was it your back?
It's legal. It's prescription medication.
Well, I mean, Mom said that they found cocaine.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah, like a tiny, tiny little bit.
Say you're pregnant, but both know that's not possible.
Why not just tell him?
Because he'd want me to keep it. And I don't think you're in any sort of position to pass moral judgment.
Josh! Josh!
Chicago is a long way from Atlanta. Mom gets hit by a bus and never comes home. This could be the last image she has of you guys.
Where's the weed?
If you two would have stayed with him today like you were supposed to. Hopeless right now.
So that's why you're here.
No, I am here for Josh. And what do we do with this?
We could smoke it.
You lost your
I'm
mind.
just saying, if we smoke it, then obviously Josh won't.
You know how fucked up this is, right? Making the addict roll the joint.
Yeah, but isn't it good to feel useful?
I feel like everybody imprisons themselves and then spends the rest of their life trying to escape.
Josh's friends haven't heard from him.
He can take care of himself. He's a grown-up.
Yeah, well, so are you.
Oh my God!
It's okay. It's medicinal.
You told me you got it from your buddy's dispensary.
I mean, it's from my buddy who dispenses weed.
How many stray cats do you think are in Qatar?
I mean, it's like never ending. They've got lots of rats here. They have to import cats from abroad.
The breeders in the shops, they will breed and they will sell. This will never stop.
I own a cat cafe in Milwaukee, and I can help. I needed to see the situation for myself.
How does this trip on today?
I'm traveling, and I have 25 cats booked in cargo.
You have 25 cats along with you, sir?
Yes. When I go to Doha, I'm going to meet some of the rescuers for the first time. There's a very small handful in Qatar who are dedicated to the cause.
I have rescued maybe more than 500 cats till now.
The rescuers have exhausted all efforts to find them homes in their native countries. They know that the animals have no chance in Qatar.
They just say that, oh, it's just a cat, you know? But for us, it's not a cat. It's like a whole life, you know?
There's so many cats that need homes.
They have to be very, very friendly.
The landlord knows what we're doing, but he doesn't know the amount of cats.
I can't take 7. Well, I'll take 2. So all these cats are ready to go.
Is this cat here ready to travel?
Yeah, I definitely want to take him. So Cinderella's in. Put Birdie down. I'm going to take her. This guy just cracks me up. And I promise I'm not going to foster forever with him. I'll end up in divorce court. A lot of folks thought I was absolutely insane. I'm on a really tight time crunch here. It always comes down to the wire.
You literally just won the lottery.
Thanks for pooping all over me. That is definitely him. Grab him.
There's always something that happens.
I do not have a health certificate here. We have to have backups for the backups for the backups. So she has some stowaways. Is that what you're saying? 2, 23, 24. So this is why I'm doing this. I'm missing a cat. I want this one.
Assuming you're like a cat breeder?
Cat breeder? No, I'm a cat rescuer.
When I run, I feel the heat around me, my breath with every step. But on a deeper level, I imagine running for my life. My parents always told me your legs are gonna take you places.
Hey, champion, fastest in Nevada.
Get off your ass and get ready!
Send it.
We're such a tiny town. He's like the only runner.
We know where he wants to go, University of Oregon.
But he's not going to get anywhere if he keeps running here out in rural Nevada.
Work hard, too!
Gotta pick it up!
For Oregon to gain some interest, you have to run under 9 minutes. So chances were very slim.
I am kind of concerned that Koo may not want to come back, but this is my people, this is my reservation.
I helped the grandma gather berries. Us Indians gotta eat this all winter, son.
This is who we are.
This land I was raised on, it feels heavy. Like I'm carrying more in this valley. I think about my great-grandfather running away over 50 miles from a boarding school. He ran back for his family, for the love of his people, his culture. He was running.
You gotta do it!
For me.
All right, I am back, and now I'm joined with Nick, the editor on another one of our films, The Big Cheese. The Big Cheese not only has one of my personal favorite titles of a film in this year's festival, but also has an absolutely fascinating concept. Nick, can you tell us a little bit about what this film is about?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're with Team USA. They are competitive cheesemongers, and we follow them as we learn who's going to be representing our country when they go to France and try to redeem the U.S. reputation on the international stage in France. So it's a redemption story, basically, about the U.S. coach trying to prove, U.S. cheesemongers, they are best in class, and he wants to prove that.
Awesome, yeah. And do you know how, this film team became aware of this concept in the first place and decided to make a movie about it?
Yeah, so our amazing director, Sarah Jo, she made a lot of short-form documentary content. Previously, she was working at The New Yorker Digital, and she's always been a crazy cheese nut, just an avid consumer of cheese. And she found out about this underground New York competition where cheesemongers would go head-to-head and do blind tastings and make elaborate sculptures, and they would have to give presentations about cheese. And there's one guy behind all of this guy, Adam Moskowitz, who's just a brilliant genius maniac. And she essentially slid into his DMs and was like, listen, dude, you are a documentary. We're going to make a movie about you. Is that cool? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. Come right over. And so they started working on it, and they shot for about a year, and she followed him around for about a year.
That's so awesome. And you're telling me that your screenings here at the festival are sold out, but is there anywhere else that people can find this film or just find you as an editor?
Yeah, so go onto our social. It's The Big Cheese Film on Instagram. We're doing the festivals. I don't know offhand where we're going next, but we're all over the place, and we've got some good ones coming up. I know that.
Awesome. And do you want to tell me just a little bit about how you personally got involved in the film industry and in editing?
Yeah, I kind of stepped into it backwards. I'm a writer also, but I basically found that people need editors. They always need editors, and in particular, there's a lot of work in non-scripted and doc, and so that's kind of how I ended up in doc.
Awesome, yeah, thank you so much. And what did you, for this project specifically, what did you just find interesting about it, or feel like you learned while working on this one?
Yeah, I mean, our big question, the whole tension in making this movie was, is this a personal, intimate story, or is this a competition doc? Are we watching The Great British Bake Off, or are we watching Murderball? And I think coming out the gate, we were like, this is about a subculture, it's about a community. We care about these personal stories, that's the movie. And what we found in some of our early test screenings was people were just really hungry to understand the sport. They wanted to know the mechanics of how it worked, and they really, really desperately cared to know who's going to win. So we kind of, as we went along, titrated how much personal story versus how much really structured competition doc we had, and ended up with a hybrid, which I think works pretty well. But it's definitely not the movie we thought we were making out the gate. It's much more, it's doing a few different things at once.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you personally, it's just such an interesting concept. I've been on the back end of the festival, and all of us from the beginning, before we even had synopsises, we just had a list of titles that were in the festival, and we were all like, there's a film called The Big Cheese. That's so fun. Yeah. I wonder what The Big Cheese is about. So yeah, it seems like such a fun film. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Is there anything else that you like to say, advertise, anything?
No, follow us on social. There's cool stuff coming out all the time, and Adam in particular is, he's the main character of our film. You're gonna want to follow him and see what he's up to online, because he's putting insane, brilliant content, and it's all about cheese. And he is just a fountain of cheese content online. So you're gonna want to follow him as well.
I mean, yeah, who doesn't want a fountain of cheese content? Well, thank you so much, Nick. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks so much. Yep.
Yes.
All right, I'm back and I'm joined with Aiden, one of our lovely volunteer Phoenix Film Festival staff members. Aiden, what do you do here at the festival and how long have you been with the festival?
Actually, this is my first year working with the festival, but I'm the director of Deaf Films. I recently just got out of programming the Deaf Films. It was our big screening for the program. Yeah, it was 6-7 people, and they were pretty much all deaf, which is great to see. I love to see like representation for people that are deaf, and just also just people that are on the outsides and the margins of society. There's a big like, intersectionality there. So that's really great to see. That's what I do here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And I know this is the first year that festival has been at, or that category, sorry, has been at the festival, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, this is our first year. So because of that, I'm like super honored that they asked me to come join and like help bring that to life. I think it's something that's a really good thing that they did. And I think it's good that they're starting that tradition here, because this state, Arizona, has like so many deaf people, has such a big deaf population, including me. I'm deaf myself. So yeah, I think that it's a blessing that that's happening this year for the first time.
Awesome. Yeah, and how did you personally get involved? So someone just reached out to you? How were you involved in film in Arizona prior?
Well, how I got involved with this was a friend that works here reached out to me and was like, hey, you're the perfect person because you're deaf and you love movies, so you should be in charge of the deaf movies here. And I was like, yep, that sounds great, because, it's like two of my passions converged almost, right? Like two of my livelihoods. As far as here, I'm also like a filmmaker. I'm a local filmmaker, and I'm trying to, just kind of like put deaf filmmakers on the map in a way, like here and nationwide, just to bring like more sensitivity and awareness to the struggles and the beauty of being deaf. Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So then, this is your first year at the festival then. What have you enjoyed most about that experience this year? Because I know you've been around a lot. I've seen you around a lot this year.
Oh, yeah. I've been around a lot because, well, one, like, yeah, of course it's my job to be here, and I want to represent and, bring a good name to the festival, to the public, bring as many people as I know. But it's also just a blast to be here as someone that loves film, because the movies they choose to put here like all week are ones that bring a lot of awareness to like topics around the world and emotions around the world, and just kind of ground you. And I found this week to be a very grounding week emotionally, just because of all the variety of films that had been put out there. So yeah, that's why I've been around so much, and it's just been a very fulfilling week. I love movies. Movies are just great, and this this festival understands that movies are great and why they're so great. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes, I could not agree more. Movies are so great, and this festival understands why movies are great. You put it perfectly. That's why people come out to the festival, why they keep coming back. Well, thank you so much, Aiden. I will let you go back to enjoying movies here at the festival.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great rest of your night.
You too.
Piano tuner, man.
Excuse me?
Yes, ma'am?
The toilet's leaking. I'll give you an extra 100.
What'd she say? She wants us to fix the toilet.
We're piano tuners. We fix pianos.
200.
500, we'll talk. Harry Horowitz is piano tune and repair. This is Nicky. He is my apprentice. He has a hearing condition, but believe it or not, he's a virtuoso.
Virtuoso, huh?
Maybe you can inspire.
Okay, thank you, Harry.
Close your eyes. What's this?
C, F sharp, E7 flat 9, F sharp, G, A sharp, B over D sharp.
You never take those out?
No. I get hyperacusis. I'm allergic to loud noises. Hello? You know how long you're gonna be? It's loud.
As long as it takes. Unless you can open the safe. If you want to make real money, give me a call.
Harry Horowitz?
The outstanding balance is $36,000. Where you gonna get all the money?
I'll figure it out. I got you something.
Don't do anything stupid. You understand?
Who are you?
Hey!
Forget it. I'm done.
Harry married with your very special man. And your girlfriend, she has beautiful hands. What happened to you tonight? Open the safe. Open the safe. Open the safe.
I'm just a piano tuner, man.
Já nevím, hodí se to vůbec na hrob.
A proč by se nehodilo ukázat, že jsme byli šťastná rodina? Ty jako myslíš, že se hodí jenom ty krucifixy a chcíplý holubičky?
Co je to za nesmysl?
Vaša matka mi darovala celý byt, vrátane zariadení.
Karel neříkal, že tady bude mít i maminku.
Taky to nebylo v plánu. Matka se ke mně chová, jako kdyby mi bylo 5. Pořád mi říká, co bych měl a co bych neměl.
Ty to jdi vypláchnout do koupy.
Že kam myslíš, že jdu? Syn mnou opovrhuje. Říkám ti, dívej se na mě, když s tebou mluvím. Jsi nezodpovědný. Já v tvém věku.
Ty jsi byl někdy v mém věku?
Já zírám. Jaký bordel si tady stihla udělat?
Ty máš problém, Kájo. Kdy my jsme si spolu naposled takhle pěkně vyšli. Maňásek, potáto. A udělám vám jahodový knedlíky. Jako co koukáš, tak se neměl schovávat do ledničky. Problémy s pamětí se můžou zhoršovat.
Mám strach ji tady nechat samotnou. Matildo? Matildo? Matildo! Matildo!
So hold my heart, keep it in your hand, don't let go until the end, and open the door, let me follow you home, just do it all again and again.
Matku má každý jen jednu a nemůže si ji vybrat.
It's healing as it grows.
Welcome back. I'm joined by Kim, one of our amazing attendees here at the festival. Kim, let's just start off with it. How many films have you already seen at the festival?
I have probably seen 20 films.
And how many more are you going to see?
At least 3-4 more.
Awesome. I love to hear that so much. So, have you been to the festival before this year then?
I have. I actually, when I first came out to Phoenix a couple years ago, I was very disappointed because I was missing the Cleveland International Film Festival. And so when I found out there was one here, I was thrilled. And so from as soon as I found out, I have been coming every year, and it's on my calendar, and this is my first year getting the big pass, and I will only do that from now on.
Awesome. So then you've even come from a film festival to another film festival, and then you've come to this festival year after year. What keeps you coming back to film festivals in general, and specifically to the Phoenix Film Festival?
Well, number one, because it's the only way to see some of the films. You get to see independent films, you get to see films from all over the world. You don't get to have that experience any other way. What I really have enjoyed here is the fact that it's one theater, and I start out at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I can end my day here. And I get to see so many things, plus I get to meet and talk to other people and find out what other films they've seen that we've all enjoyed, and it's a camaraderie.
Awesome. Is there a film that you've seen this year specifically that just really stuck with you, or I caught you on your way out of a film, what you were just seeing?
Well, we just saw Personhood. What I really enjoyed, I think, the most so far was The Altar Boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Altar Boys is an absolutely wonderful film. I'm also a good Polish girl. But yeah. Dzień dobry. But yeah, so nice to meet you. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Dale. Is this still just like mirrors? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Is this one of those live things again? Yes. Very cool.
And now I'm joined by Dale, another one of our fantastic Phoenix Film Festival filmmakers. Dale, can you tell us what film you're involved with and what you did on that film?
I'm here for the short film Tomorrow Undead, and I was the writer and director.
Awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that film's about?
Yeah, sure. It's about a mine worker from Arizona named Grant Franklin who donates his body to a biotech science company to provide for his family. Secure zones in the apocalypse, the places where the government put the people to survive, have now become privatized, and he needs to figure out a way to make some money to provide for his family. And we meet him as he's about to get picked up to go to the procedure. So.
Okay, yeah. And it's really interesting to pair those things specifically together. What made you think to pair that you said he works in a mine with...
Yeah, like a mine worker.
With that, like, dystopian society?
I mean, grew up around blue-collar dudes. I was one myself, built sets in New York, so I like my heroes to have a little dirt and grime on them, I guess, And then the more I looked into it, the secure zones have these walls around them, so it made sense that in the fiction, if he was an iron mine worker, which there are in Arizona, it just kind of brought it all home and made it more real, I think, for the actor that played it and for the story. So.
And how'd you get...
Nobody's ever asked me that before. That was a great question.
Thank you. Yeah. How'd you get involved with Arizona filmmaking in general?
You know what? All credit to Kayla Windsor. I found her on the APA website, and she was the DP of my first film, Lights. And she pretty much line produced that whole thing with the whole crew. I guess it started with me making a decision to make a film, but she was a large part of meeting the community and making my first short film.
Yeah, APA, Arizona Production Association, is such a fantastic resource. And is your film screening any more times?
It is, actually. Yeah, tomorrow night at... Hang on, I have to double check. I'm going to pull out the card again.
Yeah, so you guys are going to walk towards the entrance of the
Yeah, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We are in Arizona Shorts B. So Arizona Shorts B tomorrow at 8 p.m. Come see Tomorrow Undead, amongst some other fantastic films.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, it's a great shorts block. It's a great film. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Yeah,
have a great night.
Nice to talk to you again.
Waiter swiping a card at a fancy restaurant. Food delivery guy.
After you.
Thanks.
The work is so special. And you met him how?
Last summer, I met him upstate. These are really amazing. Did you ever sell them?
No.
Have you shown them?
No.
Yo vine a hacer música, ¿no es verdad? Sin el dembow yo no vivo.
Hay gente que no quiere que este movimiento crezca ahora mismo, que este movimiento no salga hacia adelante. ¿Sabes? Hay mano negra.
Esto es Capotillo. 600 metros de calle y callejones donde pasa de todo. El hogar del dembow, del baile de la mueca, de la fiesta que no para. Ninguna calle en la República ha generado un movimiento cultural como el que se está viviendo aquí.
Uno ve el mala de policía que para allá arriba. Lo va a su lío, como quiera. Es que hay que coger los batones y ya. Se va a dar motina de verdad allá afuera.
Y de noche empieza lo que llamamos el teteo.
There's a different business model to how dembow and urban music is distributed. There is no record company dictating this is what you should record, this is what you should play.
El otro día hubo una matanza. Dependemos del teteo, nosotros vivamos de esta vaina y nosotros no pensamos en esto montado.
Pushing a medium to its maximum empowers a section of the population to create what they want.
Me armamos el teteo de nuevo.
Aquí en el bajo mundo se vive de todo. Y todo el mundo anda atrás de sus joseos.
Prende otra vez. Y volvió el teteo de nuevo.
Welcome back. I'm joined now with Seth, who is the writer, producer, director, and actor. I got all the things. Lovely. In the film here at the festival, Man's Best. Can you tell us a little bit about what that film's about?
So essentially, it's about a guy going through a rough patch in his life, and his dog gets cancer, and he's doing everything he can do to try to save his dog.
Awesome, yeah. And as the writer, director, and actor, actually, this is a bit of a two-part question. When you were writing this film and you were writing the character that you played, were you picturing yourself, or did that kind of come later, like, oh, I could play this part?
Yeah, so I kind of act in all the projects that I write. So yeah, they are. There's a lot of personal elements in them. So yeah, I definitely envision myself in the role.
Okay, yeah. And then in the directing space, is there anything that you think is different directing yourself over directing a different actor, or how do you navigate kind of being your own director in that way?
Well, yeah. So my wife is my producing partner, so she'll give me a lot of notes and feedback and stuff like that. So it's nice to have her for me. And then so for the other actors, if I'm in the scene with them, I'll give. I'll see how it plays out. If I'm just liking it, I'll go with it. And obviously, sometimes it's nice if I'm not in the scene, then I can really just focus in. But if you cast the right actors, they usually give you what you want, and you just make small adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So then this film, people are obviously often very connected with their pets. What made you decide to make a story about that, about the connection that someone has with their dog?
So I actually made the short film of this feature in 2016. Actually, 10 years. Actually, crazy enough, tomorrow marks the first day of production on that 10 years ago. 10 years to the day tomorrow, so that's crazy. And I'm world premiering the feature 10 years later, so that's just wild. But anyway, so I had that. At the time, just, young, don't have funds. Hey, what's a short film I could do for really cheap? Oh, I could shoot a movie with my sister's dog in the bedroom. Yeah, I could do that. So that's what it was. And then I wanted to expand upon it and take it from just a drama to a drama thriller. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, awesome. So then that's a very long road that you went on, from making a short film to making a feature film and then having it have a release at a festival like this. How did that all start? What kind of, in the first place? So you said it was just, I want to make a movie with my sister's dog, but how did you just get involved in film in the first place?
So I started making movies back in 2013, and it just was like, hey, I'm just going to do this. I'm self-taught. And, at the end of the day, not the only way, but the best way to learn is just to do. So I just started making short films, and then I made like really short, like 1 minute, 2 minute films. And then I made Man's Best, the short film, 15 minutes. And then I made my first feature that came out back in 2022, which world premiered here. And then we got theatrically distributed by Saban. And now we're here with this one. And, just a matter of just doing it and learning from my mistakes and just trying to get better in each film.
Yeah, awesome. And I think that's really, I was going to ask what advice you have for filmmakers, but that really sounds like it right there. Just get started, make some films, and learn from them.
It's okay to make mistakes, and like I said, the best teacher in life is mistakes. You just do it. You learn from it. Like, even when I watch this movie, I'm like, oh, I would have did that differently. I would have did this differently. I would do that differently. That's just how it goes. And you take it on to the next movie and hopefully make that one a little better, and then the next one a little better. You can always refine your craft no matter what you're doing in life. You should always want to be better if you're passionate about something, and I just want to keep getting better at my craft. That's all.
Yeah, that's so great. And then with the subject matter of your film, I do have to ask, do you have any pets?
So the dog used in the first one was one of my sister's dogs, and the dog used in this movie is another one of my sister's dogs. So that's my connection. I don't personally have dogs; they're my sister's, but they're cute dogs.
Man's best, sister's best. It all works.
yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, it all works.
All right. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me, Seth. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, thank you.
Lovely, yeah. Good.
No, okay. I'm good. Sure. Also, you're welcome to interview us. Display. Yeah. Like, was that necessity? Yeah, we're gonna No, I don't. We can shoot kids right now. Yeah, dude. So, right? Oh, yeah. Sorry. So you hold the mic and put it in my face, right? I don't grab it from
Correct,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Up here?
And now I'm joined with Reed. He's yet another actor, producer, writer, director. I don't know why I said them in a different order that time. And his film is Do Us Part. Reed, do you want to tell us a little bit about what that film is about?
Yeah, sure. So Do Us Part is a romantic comedy dramedy about three friends from college who reconvene at a wedding. Two of them kind of almost dated, and the one shows up to rectify the mistake of never actually being a romantic couple, and the best man, the third friend, tries to kind of keep them apart. So it's about kind of the transition from graduation of college to getting married, the close friendships that form and kind of fall apart, not fall apart, but stretch in that time, and the kind of romantic complications of your early 20s.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a confusing time.
Yeah.
And that led into a little bit when I was looking into this film myself. I thought it was interesting that you had this story between these two characters that had this relationship, and then you also had that best man character who is very involved in this. What made you decide in this story that a lot of people would think is about two people to have that third perspective?
I can't say too much about that because it's actually kind of a big spoiler in the film. So there are some twists and turns in the film, some hopefully surprises. I hope saying that there are surprises doesn't ruin the surprise. But yeah, I think I had some original ideas about the best man character and why he is so adamant about keeping the wedding on the rails. And I think you'd have to see the film to fully know the story there. It has more twists and turns than you'd expect, I think.
All there for the twists and turns. All right. And then there was two concepts I noticed in both the synopsis and trailer that I felt had a link to each other. I noticed in the synopsis, you mentioned the notion of not letting the past ruin the future. And then also in the trailer, the idea of a character's fantasy and reality not necessarily matching. What do you kind of think about the connection of those two concepts and what you're trying to do with or say about them?
That's a very good question. So I think there's something about love in your early 20s and not that love isn't big and grand, but it just feels so explosive and like it's going to either save your life or wreck it, and it kind of does in some ways. But I think that comes from a little bit of perfectionism and over idealizing what it is and what it should be, and what you see in a part. The difference between seeing someone for who they really are and who your idea of them is, or who your idea of being with them is, that can get a little twisted and a little unrealistic in a way that I think dooms certain romance or almost romances. And so having done that and been on both ends of that relationship in my early 20s, it left me kind of battered and bruised. And so that was partially what the film was about. And so it was about coming out of that, realizing what love actually could be. And you mentioned this about three friends. It's also the bride, who's not a big part of the story. She's also talked a lot about as being a friend. And it's really a film about close friendships, some that are romantic, some that aren't, some that almost are and never are, but like that, the idea of like really strong platonic friendships. I'm going to go a little philosophical here. Platonic, we kind of mean it to mean like lesser or not romantic, but it comes from Plato, has this like ideal soulmates, basically, like your perfect self meeting in souls. And I think that can happen romantically and not romantically. And so it's about those like really close relationships of spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was babbling, but
no, I love
maybe something.
Hey, I love getting a conversation about Play-Doh. Play-Doh with my rom-com. It's awesome. And then, do you have? I know films are selling out real quick here at the festival, but do you have any more screenings of your film?
So we screen tomorrow at 1, and it is close to sold out. Sunday at 4 or 4:30, I can't remember which. It as of this afternoon had some availability. So hope to see you out.
Yeah, hope to see you out. And is there anywhere else that people can find your work or this film or information about it?
This film in particular is going through the festival circuit. We'll wrap that up, and hopefully by the end of the year to be on streamers. So keep an eye out for it, because we want that algorithm on our side. Other work, I've YouTube and all those, a lot of sketch comedy out there. But if you find me, love to have you watch.
Awesome. Personally, I'm a big sketch comedy fan. I'll be sure to check it out. Thanks so much for chatting with me, Reed. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you. It is something I've thought about. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome back. And I'm here with the writer, director, and co-producer of The Independent. Can you tell us a little bit about what that film is about?
Oh, it's just a short comedy that we did. It's the day after the election, the last presidential election. And it's a guy who's going from house to house of the ladies that he knows. And he's either going to comfort them or party with them. So he's just kind of working the system to be there for them.
Awesome. So then how did you come up with that idea in the first place?
Well, we had the, very divisive election. And I just thought, I tried to think of a funny way of, bridging that gap and something we could all laugh at. So there's always that guy out there that's always going to try to use the system to get what he wants. And I just have him going from house to house, depending on which hat he needs to put on, the red hat or the blue hat.
Yeah, awesome. And have you ever been out to the Phoenix Film Festival before?
Oh, yes. I've been here for a long time. Yeah, this is the first time we've had a film in the festival. But I've had scripts in it before. But this is the first film we've had in it.
Awesome. So that. Oh.
I think the first time I was here was, I want to say 2004. They gave John Landis a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I thought, I got to go. So I got to meet the director of Animal House and, American Werewolf in London.
Awesome. That means you've been to almost all of them. We started
to a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah, we started in 2001. So then how did you get involved or interested in film in general?
Grade school, watching movies. I loved movies my whole life, so I've always been into movies.
Do you happen to remember what was the first movie, if it goes back that far, that you feel like you watched and thought, okay, yeah, this is something I want to do?
1972, I was probably traumatized the first time by the Poseidon Adventure, which was a disaster movie about an ocean liner that gets capsized and Gene Hackman has to lead people out from the bottom of the ship. I was 9, so that destroyed me. And then Jaws came along 3 years later when I was 12. And it was just so terrifying and exhilarating at the same time. And it's too young to be watching movies like that. But that experience just really, it's so many others, watching comedies and everything. So just very, very early age.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so good to hear. It seems like you really came up in film, in the film industry, especially in Arizona. So with that, what would you say, or what advice would you give to people in Arizona specifically who want to get into film?
To want to get into film? Come to a festival. Phoenix, this is one of the big ones. Sholo has a wonderful festival up north, but there's Mesa, I've been to that one. There's just a lot of film festivals. So I would recommend going and then running into the filmmakers. They're pretty easy to spot, and you can see their work and see what they can do. And then after that, I would say use social media to stay in touch with them. And I mean, you know, because I do that all the time. I get a table at the industry night. So this is our third year doing that. And I've met actors, and it's like, okay, I want, you know, her for this, and I want him for that, and you just kind of, you know who to. I've never held a casting call for anything. We've made 10 films, and I just meet people here, and then tell them, go to my Facebook, go to my Instagram, and stay in touch. And then you know, then it's like, you know, I'll call them and say, hey, would you want to do this? And here's the script, and so we're getting ready to start our 11th film Monday.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And we were actually out at Industry Night, so I can attest there's so many great filmmakers and people in film in Arizona around, and it's, yeah, so awesome to see.
The thing is, there's so many people now that can actually make a good film that makes it look so professional. I mean, just seeing the films on these screens here and the sound. I mean, I've gone to Hollywood a lot for the last 4 years and had films play into Chinese theater and stuff, and they just look as good as everything I'm seeing out of Hollywood. And they're just very, very good people who can technically make a great film. So it's in everyone's hands now to make a film and make it look as good as Hollywood.
Yeah, absolutely. One of our other filmmakers said earlier, if you make a film, you're a filmmaker. It sounds like you're touching on a similar idea there.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can. I mean, you know, the thing is, you got to bring something to it. You got to be able to tell a story, and you got to have, you know, the actors and stuff. So you have to kind of pull these elements together. But once you do that, you can make a film that looks as great as what's coming out of LA, which wasn't possible before, and it is now.
Absolutely. It's a great time for film, especially for independent film. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. Have a great rest of your time at the Phoenix Film Festival.
You too. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
Yes, it's called Bluebird. And
I saw that one.
Oh, awesome.
Great,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
What was your name?
Jay. Jay Arden Black. I'm the writer director. Yeah.
Awesome.
Is this for like the festival social media? Or
Yes,
what is
we're on
this?
YouTube.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And it'll also, it's streaming right now, but
Oh, it's streaming.
yes,
Okay.
but it'll be posted later.
Okay.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm just refreshing myself on the screening times. I might have to pull it up to remember. So
Yeah, no worries.
Saturday at 3:15, Sunday at 9:20 a.m.
I forgot to go to the edge every time. And now I'm here with Jay Arden Black, the writer and director, correct, of the film Bluebird. Can you tell us a little bit about what that film's about?
Bluebird is a wonderful film that you should come see here at the Phoenix Film Festival. It is a very strange film. It's kind of a techno-noir, near-future love story about a guy and a girl who meet, they fall in love, and then she disappears and he has to go try and find her in this kind of bizarre sci-fi world. There's conspiracy theorist podcasters on the run from the government. There's video game streamers who are trying to unravel the secrets of this kind of mysterious video game that may hold the secrets to humanity's salvation. There's a lot going on in the movie, but it's a fun, weird kind of near-future sci-fi.
And I actually had the pleasure of seeing this movie early in the festival, and I went with a friend, and she asked me when I sent her just what the film was about, and she said, what is a neo-noir? And I found myself having a little bit of a hard time answering that question. I had like an image in my brain, but couldn't quite put it in the words. Do you want to speak a little bit on what neo-noir kind of means to you?
Ooh, a definition live on this stream. What is a neo-noir? I mean, I don't know if there's a textbook definition, but I would say it's like a, noir you typically think of like set in like the 1950s, black and white, and but having a specific kind of like heavy, moody, like mystery and drama, and the lighting is because it's black and white, like hard shadows and long shadows and that kind of stuff. But a neo-noir, I guess I would say, is like a some of those feelings that you have in a noir, but set in a contemporary setting, which is what Bluebird is.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And when a film has like a very specific aesthetic like that, I wonder, did you come into the film like begin writing it thinking it is going to have this very specific neo-noir vibe, or were you making the film and kind of decided, hey, this could be something we could play with, something we could make this into?
Yeah, I am very bad at planning things that I write before I write them. So I basically sit down and I write a scene, and I hope I can figure out how to end that scene. And then once I have that scene, then I look at it and I go, okay, where would we go from here? And then where would we go from here and here and here? So I wouldn't say it was a plan exactly. I wanted to really write a movie that I was able to produce for no money because I had no money. So that was kind of honestly, that was one of the biggest driving creative things, was write a movie that I could actually film. Now, I ended up, when you watch the movie, it's so much bigger. It's actually a gigantic movie, so I really messed up in that regard. But yeah, so it was not exactly intentional. You know, it's funny, this movie, actually in hindsight, like being a little bit away from it, is beginning to, I'm understanding what I was putting into it all those, when I was actually writing it, because for me, it's always just kind of intuition that I'm following when I'm writing something and even when I'm directing something. And then later it kind of like, you look back, if you've ever heard the Nietzsche quote, it's like your life will make sense only looking backwards. And that's how I feel about the things I make.
And you did a lot of different things on this film. Did you start off right when you started filmmaking, doing kind of wearing all of those hats, doing all those things, or did you start in one place and then kind of evolve to take on more roles as time went on?
Yeah, the wonderful thing about having no money is that it forces you to learn how to do a bunch of different stuff. So because we made this movie with a crew, really a recurring crew of about 8 or 9 people. So everyone on this movie had to wear multiple hats. I was, even in post-production, I was building some of the video games that are in the movie. I was doing some of the visual effects. I made our credit sequence, just kind of splicing that together with some weird footage and stuff. So let's just say it wasn't a deliberate choice, except poverty.
Fair enough. And I know your film has a couple more screenings here at the festival. Do you want to tell us when those are, and also just if there's anywhere else, social media or whatnot, where people can find you and your film?
Yes, I'm pulling up my phone here so I can remember our screening times. We are playing tomorrow, tomorrow Saturday, April 18th at 3:15 p.m. and Sunday, April 19th at 9:20 a.m. And that's at the, we call this the Scottsdale Harkins 101, right? Okay, yeah, so the Scottsdale Harkins 101. Come out, see the movie. It's, like I said, it's a weird film, but I think you will. One thing a lot of people say about it is after they see the film, they are thinking about it for a very long time. So you're really getting the bang for your buck. Some of these movies, you pay one time, you forget the movie. This movie will, even if you don't like it, it's going to haunt you forever. So come check it out.
Yeah, can confirm you will like it, and it would also definitely give you a night's worth of conversation. It's a very, very fun, very interesting film. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to have this conversation with me. I'll let you get back to enjoying the film festival. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Абонент знаходиться поза зоною досяжності.
Біля церкви у цих загальних похованнях було більше 100 людей. В Бучі загинуло більше 400, тобто кожний третій, який загинув в Київській області, це загинув в Бучі.
Опускай.
З нас можна брати приклад, що таке єдність. Ось подивіться на нас, подивіться на наші позиції.
Місяць і 5 днів ми були рівно під окупацією. Нікому ж це не потрібно, всі хочуть бути вільними.
Маки.
Маки вже?
Маки. І таке контражур такий, зелень така.
Той, хто садить дерево, той надіється, що буде той час, коли він попробує плід з цього дерева. До того часу, поки людина вірить, поки на щось сподівається, для неї можливо все.
Mom, please. Dad, come on, it's my birthday.
Who's gonna take care of it?
I am.
You gonna take her for walks?
Every day.
Only time I feel normal is when I'm with Champ. Let's go! You better eat your food before I do. Oh, it's actually not that bad. My mom has been worse. How much time do you think he has? I love you. Champ has cancer.
Damn, for real?
The surgery cost $10,000.
It's a lot of cheddar cheese, bro. But I know he's handing out slices.
You're the guy looking for a job.
Yeah.
100 or drop.
And none of it gets people in trouble.
I mean, only for sloppy.
Where you running off to, bro? I'm gonna kill you!
Man, get you fixed soon. I promise.
I need the money.
Gonna need somebody with bigger balls, but I got you.
I can do it, all right? Give me another chance.
More money equals more risk.
I think I went too far.
What did you do?
Scared.
You definitely robbed somebody's house.
My men are turning your place upside down as we speak.
What?
Go ahead! Come on! Run! Run!
I won't let you die.
We are back, and I am joined with Shai, who is a producer on the film The Floaters. Shai, do you want to tell us a little bit about that film?
Sure. The Floaters is a summer camp comedy about people finding their people. It's about a woman who gets kicked out of her band in her 40s and has to go to the summer camp she went to as a kid, working for her best friend who's a real type A, and she has to mentor this group of kids as they put on a crazy play to save the camp.
Awesome, yeah. And this setting of a summer camp, did that come from anywhere, or was it just an idea for the film?
So the summer camp in the movie is actually the camp that my parents met at and that my sisters and I went to as kids. And we really wanted to tell a story that was authentic and talked about community, and particularly the Jewish community, and no better place to do that in Jewish summer camp, which is a world we knew inside out. And so we actually got to film in a place that we knew from our own family history.
Awesome, yeah. And I saw when looking into this film that it also kind of has the concept in there of the characters having to save the camp, and just, I feel like summer camp in general is a time that a lot of people look back on as kind of being a little bit of an awkward time. So what, when you guys were thinking about this story, made you decide to have this story around the concept that these are memories and this is a place that they should be saving?
So summer camp is home for so many people. It's the place where you have your different nickname, which our characters all have nicknames that they use at camp but not at home. And not most, but a lot of camps are run down like the one in this movie, and there's this idea that you want to preserve it, not just the memories, but the community for the future. And so that's something that the people in the film work together to do. And one of the things that's really special about the community in this movie is that even our villains or our bad guys, they love the camp too, and they play a role in trying to save the camp, even if they don't necessarily agree with our main characters.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And we got to chatting beforehand, and you are not from Arizona, but you did have an interesting connection to Arizona, especially Arizona film. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, this movie has a special Arizona connection, and I want to give a shout out to the University of Arizona Theater, Film, and Television School, and Kayla Hines, who is a production assistant on The Floaters. We have a long-standing relationship between my sisters and I. My sisters are also producers in the film, and the University of Arizona. And when we were crewing up, we called our pals and we said, hey, we really want to have someone from your amazing film school working on this movie. And we got a whole bunch of resumes, and the incredible Kayla Hines came and worked with us. And so Arizona is very important to us, and the University of Arizona is very important to us in the making of this film that was made in upstate New York.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so great to hear some young Arizona filmmakers getting some work on such an awesome film especially. So thank you so much for giving Kayla Hines that opportunity. And then does your film still have any screenings here at the festival, or is there anywhere else people can find info on it?
Absolutely. We are here Saturday evening at 7:20 something, 7:25. And then we are on Sunday afternoon at 1:50. And then I head to Dubuque for anyone who's in Iowa after that for the Julian Dubuque Film Festival for a couple of screenings, and more to come. We've been on a marathon run with the festivals.
Hey, well, that's what we love to hear, some films getting some recognition. So yeah, that's all I have. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yes, I have something special for you, our host. So we love swag in our movie. We want everyone to feel like they are a part of the Floaters family, and feel like they went to Camp David too, which is our fake camp in the movie that takes place at the real camp. And so, Sophie, for you, I have this official Camp David staff shirt that's a replica of the one that the camp director and the staff all wear in the movie. I hope you enjoy it. And we love being here at the Phoenix Film Festival, and we love the Arizona film community. You're really special and so many talented people here. So thanks very much for having us.
Yeah, of course. I couldn't agree more. Phoenix Film Festival is such a special place. And thank you so much for the shirt. I will cherish it forever. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, that's all I've got for you tonight. But if you want to see any more, feel free to tune back in Sunday night. That will be our last stream of the 2026 Phoenix Film Festival. Or come check out some films. You've still got 2 more days. You've still got Saturday and Sunday to check out a film. For more information, check out phoenixfilmfestival.com or any of our social media. So yeah, I will see you Sunday. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great night.
Tomorrow at 7:25. So if you didn't get tickets to the tuner,